Yo, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby.
Ain't no thing but chicken wing, baby.
welcome to the Sausage Boys podcast. This is your host, South Coast Poster Child, aka the mannequin from Newtown. I go by the name of Jackson Grant. And that right there on the ones and twos, that's a man you know and love. He goes by the name of the Terry Crews of Sydney, aka the Steamroller. Yellow. How the hell you doing, bro?
You know, I'm just doing hip hop.
You know, I'm just doing my thing, Playboy.
Yeah, I'm just doing my thing, Playboy.
You know, I'm doing my thing, Playboy. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby.
What's shaking, Pim?
Imagine
if Ray Gunn just started talking like that.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, fools, I try my hardest. You know what I do?
It's in the Australian spirit to give out and do your best, most effort and have fun while you do it. So,
you know, Playboy, I was just trying my best. I was having a bit of an off day. You know how I do.
I did pull up Twitter to look at what's going on.
With what?
Twitter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's literally like it is a time capsule. No. I've gone to the entertainment page. Yeah. I don't know if you did this. Yeah. The top one is Oasis. And then Lily Allen.
Oh, wow.
Toy Story. Macklemore. Things are not good at the moment.
Oh, damn, I'm going to chip a tooth. I was thinking that the whole nostalgia thing is a sign that things are going downhill.
Or is it things are really good?
I think I sent you a photo of the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
That sheet.
Yeah.
It was like a throw, like a blanket. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good thing to have.
No, of course not.
You just can't be having that. That's too perfect. We all want that. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to have something like that, but I can't.
Yeah.
There's a line you have to draw. You can't have it all. You literally can't have it all. Because then you start actually getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You maybe get one of the funny Yu-Gi-Oh sword things.
Yeah. And
then that's just what happens. It opens up the floodgates, and then suddenly you're just in that world. It becomes disturbing.
I remember in the year above me at school, there were two guys that I did a class with.
Yeah.
And they both knew Star Wars to a heavy, heavy degree.
Yes.
And they were cool. They were skaters.
Yeah.
But then they were no, we're going to nerd out on this thing. They were ahead of their time in terms of...
Oh, okay. So they were yeah, I'm going to skate and be cool in that, but we also love our Star Wars.
Unabashedly, yeah.
Yeah,
they're proud of it.
We get serious.
I'm so ashamed of the things I nerd. That's what you should be. That's what shame is for.
Should be a bit. You should literally be ashamed of the things you really actually have a passion for.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's like people who have a Nintendo 64 or a PlayStation 1. If you have that at home, it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
It's just not good. I don't think you should be flaunting that. I don't think you should have that out on display for people to come over and be like, oh, that's sick. Game Boy.
What's your opinion on people with consoles? If you go to a friend's house, if you came over to my house and I'm just oh yeah, this is my Xbox.
Your old, an old Xbox.
But set up, ready to go.
Yeah, set up, ready to go. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's it's legitimately sad. It's like living in the past.
Yeah.
It's literally living in the past. You can't spend too much time in the past. Maybe you're with friends and you go see the new Toy Story as a joke. If you have nothing to do, you've had dinner, you pass Dendy Cinemas, and you're like, let's just pop in. Wouldn't it be crazy? And you do that. You can't plan to go see a Toy Story or any of these things.
Are we is this a death of irony or something? Because society's been ironic heavily for a while.
Yes.
And I think now things are just... I think it's beyond that. There are things that happen that we don't even understand what they mean.
Yeah.
Again, like the hug to a girl. It just doesn't make sense in any way. It's do I unironically do I even like her? What is there to even grab onto or about this video? There's just nothing to it. There's no meat.
Yeah. And that's kind of the beauty of it. When you become so far in that realm of irony that you get completely lost, it almost resets a little bit.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at things a little bit more literally. There's no smirk or smug feelings when taking in content.
Unless we just got changed when that kid laughed at us. Just a
I
quick.
don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I didn't actually feel embarrassed. You can't do anything embarrassing anymore. That's the thing when there's no more irony.
Yeah.
There's no more embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's either you're having a good laugh or you're not.
I did a crazy one on stage.
Did a crazy one. What'd
the
you
other
do?
day.
Yeah.
This was at Bryce's room.
Oh, okay,
in
nice.
Leichhardt.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout outs Bryce.
Another boy.
I had a joke about like my tattoo that I got.
Yes.
And the joke was like that I showed a friend and they just weren't impressed. And the audience was like, show us. And I was like, no, you're going to do what he did.
Yeah.
Or something. Like I made a joke out of that. And then I was like talking to a lady in the audience. She had a jacket.
Yeah.
And I said, it's a cool jacket. And she's like, you can wear it if you show us the tattoo.
Oh, so they're bullying you.
I took my shirt off on stage.
How did it go?
Went good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel good. It's the first time feeling like an actual... Like, I'm just an asshole up here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. So they won.
Maybe you just have to do that sometimes, though.
Did they win? Did you kind of do it willingly, or was it like...
It was the...
Feel like a stripper.
It was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do, but did you feel like a stripper?
So
So take your pants off. She's like, no. She's like, the sign says you'll be naked. And then she has to take her pants off.
it feels like... Wait, is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm assuming like that's the situation where it's you think you have a bit of power, but you realize you really don't. This crowd has the power.
It's a crazy idea. Like, people talk about going like a titty bar
Yes.
or something. What's the... Do you think that's the best or the saddest thing on earth?
Go into a topless bar.
Yeah.
I remember I when I used to drive to Franco's in like Petersham, there was always a little bar in the corner, and it was like topless waitresses. And I was conflicted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I literally didn't know. Is this just sick?
Yeah.
And it's because I've always felt like I was too young, even though I'm like the perfect age range
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
I always used to say, oh, it's a bit scary. I'm not allowed in there.
Right,
But I'm
right.
like close to 30, or like I think I would have been in like early 20s.
Yeah.
But I always saw it. Is that just sick? Do you just get to live in this world where you just go to this bar? It's just like any other bar, but there's just topless women.
Yeah.
Is that just heaven? Or is it like having the console? Is it like having the Blue Eyes White Dragon throw on your lounge?
Is it too on the nose? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's where you should be, but you shouldn't. You should be ashamed of it, kind of. You should keep this inside.
Yeah, if you're like a single guy who's just like with some buddies going out to a bar, it's like, hey, should we go here? Or even just a guy by himself. Like, I really need to go to get a
It's not
drink.
right.
Yeah, it's like, that's too perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's the whole idea of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. You can't have it your way 100% like that.
Yeah.
You can't just be a dude who's like, I'll just grab a drink at that topless bar.
Yeah.
Some topless waitress comes up to you and says, hey, anything I can get you? I'll just get like a Heineken. Here you go.
Yeah.
There's just women everywhere, just topless, doing their job. You can't live in heaven. You can't go there and then go home, sit on your lounge, wrap yourself in your Blue Eyes White Dragon sheet and watch some TV.
You'd be sick. It would make you ill. It's making me ill thinking about it.
And I can't figure it out. Can life just not be like that?
Well, I was thinking how terrifying it is, you know, because you could end up with a wife one day that is fine with you having a game room.
Yes.
This is the room that I go to play
Yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah.
in. But people do that.
Yeah.
This is why there's so many streamers and shit, because you got to try, like, at least pretend you're monetizing on stuff. We do that. We're doing that right now.
Yeah, because you can't just have fun.
Yeah.
You can't just have it your way 100%.
Yeah.
You can't have, like the gaming room and then actually use it. I think women are like, yeah, go sure, build your man cave, do all that stuff, but you're not spending any time in it.
Yeah.
You got to get to bed
Yeah.
or you got to help out. You better not be in that room. That's 24/7. The guy isn't actually ever allowed to spend time in the man cave. I think that's the truth to the man cave that no one really discusses.
Yeah.
That you actually can't hang out there. It's a place you show your buddies,
Yeah.
and then you get back onto that barbecue because there's food for everyone. Everyone's got to be plated up.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll pop down later. You try to sneak and be like, Henry, dessert. Get up here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You can't have it your way.
No, you should have it. Yeah, but you can never get to it.
You can never get to it.
I don't know why the Yu-Gi-Oh card thing is sticking with me in a big way.
Hey, you can't go get your Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Pokemon, you see a guy on a train with a Game Boy.
Yeah.
You turn into an Asian guy. That's basically what it is. You turn into a Japanese guy. If you get the Yu-Gi-Oh card
See
thing.
what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you have it your way, the Japanese men don't have sex. There's like a huge epidemic. They're just in their room. They're like 52 years old. They live with their parents, and everyone's too ashamed to kind of tell them no. They wake up and they play video games. They've got like, they look young.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a dude with like a Justin Bieber hair. It's like, he goes down. He's like 90-year-old parents.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm 54 years old. I've never had sex with a woman. I have breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
And play video games.
Yeah, I look like Ellen DeGeneres. I look like Ellen DeGeneres. My friends live online. That's where my friends are. My friends are on the internet.
And he's the guy that would have the blue eyes white dragon pillowcase and like throw and blanket. Because he has it all.
Yeah.
No one wants him to live like that. I remember I was showing you this video of like this guy that just got a camper truck and was just like, I quit the Matrix, or I quit my job and I just travel around Australia and just chill.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. And I think he's realizing that he shouldn't really be doing this. It's kind of like going to an I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto, when you go to like an unlocked area.
Yeah.
You usually like drive around or walk around and you're like, oh my gosh, is this just working? And then suddenly you have like full stars and you just start getting shot.
It's putting like a cheat code into a video game.
Yes.
And now you have $1 million
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
But you can't play co-op mode online anymore because you've put that cheat in. You've removed yourself from society.
Yeah, legitimately.
It's like, sweet, well, I can run around and
Yeah.
there's not much to do,
Yeah.
unfortunately. You can
What
live
do
in that world
yeah.
where you have $1 million.
Yes.
You can work for it. You can work for it with your friends. Or you can just remove yourself from reality and be a millionaire.
I think that's what it is. I don't think people actually respect or like people that actually are free. It's scary. Like watching this dude on YouTube who's actually free. I just saw him driving his car and I was like, he can just do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He's free.
Yeah.
And he looked kind of worried. I think true freedom, like the 54-year-old Japanese guy who can actually just play video games all day long and eat whatever he wants, I don't think he's happy.
Yeah.
You need to be a bit boxed in. You need to have someone to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Because with that true freedom, I think you enter hell.
Yeah.
The scariest version or form of hell that exists.
Yeah.
It's like you're in heaven now. You have everything, but you're miserable.
Yeah.
I don't think people are actually happy with like true freedom.
It was my friend's birthday the other day, and then, like at the end of the night, so it was basically just girls
Yes.
I was hanging out with, and what they do for fun is sing karaoke.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's not like it's just like it's too glorious or something. It's too much fun, and like there's not enough. Like we're just friends having a nice time singing together. Guys should be like doing freestyles or something.
Yeah, like competitive freestyles and be like, oh, you messed up kind of a little bit. You
Yeah.
have to be nervous
Yeah.
to step up. Karaoke, like I've sadly, I'll admit I've done it a few times recently.
Karaoke's so fun.
Do it a lot. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like and what you do
You
as
can't
well.
do it. It's too fun.
You can't. You just sit down. You don't even have to have the microphone. You just sing
Yeah.
the song. You don't even have to have it. You just like pass it off. I don't really need to sing this one. You just sing. Everyone's singing. Everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
It's too much.
What do you think about knowing all the words to a song and then you're not looking, like your back's to like the screen or something? Because that's not even really karaoke. That's you got to be looking at the words, I think.
Do you have to be looking at the words?
You got to pretend, even if you do know, you kind of got to pretend to look.
Yeah, and it almost has to be like, I didn't know I could do this. I think having a karaoke song is too much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You can never pick and be like, this is my song, I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah.
That ruins the fun for everyone. Also,
Yeah.
you can't be too good at singing.
Right.
I did karaoke with a guy who was like, had an amazing voice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, yeah.
What are we literally doing here? You're kind of ruining it for everyone.
Yeah.
And I remember some girls came in and were just like marveling at his voice. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
The voice? Is this a talent show or are we meant to be having fun? You can make it about yourself. I always worry like how singers go if they're doing karaoke.
Yeah.
It is a cheat code.
Yeah.
If you can sing.
Yeah, you want to be...
You can't sing good. You can't be perfect. Like Justin Bieber, if he's doing karaoke, he's not like hitting amazing notes. He's like mumbling. He's making it fun.
Yeah. But also if someone's good, they're kind of... I feel bad for those people. Because there's no way of like hamming it up. You got to ham it up. Even if you're a regular person, you got to like be doing some kind of movement
you have to be doing something funny.
Make it silly. If you're actually good.
Yeah.
And then you're also doing movements on top of that. You're like, I hate this guy.
Yeah. Because it's too much.
Yeah.
You can't have it all.
Yeah.
You literally can't have it all. It's a scary place to be.
Hmm.
I remember when, what was it? I think in one of those Band Heroes or the Guitar Hero games, where I was like drumming and singing. And that was my goal was to get. I finally got 100%. And I think it was a scary endeavor. It became scary. I remember I spent like weeks working towards this.
Yeah.
And when I finally did it, I was just some sad man in front of like a fake drum set with a microphone next to his mouth. And you realize the reality of it. When you actually achieve, it's the same thing as the freedom. When you're too good at something, it's actually not good. You can't be too good at anything.
Yeah.
It starts to become a problem. I think if you perfect something, it's actually sad. It's like kind of a, now what?
Yeah, you
never want to reach the top of that mountain.
Yes.
You have to be struggling. That's why you can't, everyone wants to be able to have that Blue Eyes White Dragon thing, but you can't. Because that's just having it your way 100%. You have to be like, oh, I wish I could do that. And that's the truth. You see that thing, oh, that'd be so cool to have.
There's more to it, though. I don't know why it makes me so uncomfortable to think about. Because I'm thinking about, like, if someone has a scooter, you know, people get around the city on a scooter.
Yes.
I'm like, that's one thing, but it maybe serves a function or something that's slightly different.
True. Actually, I know what you mean. I remember this was a sad one when I was younger. I used to have a scooter. I think I was in my early 20s or late teens, and I would scooter around the place.
Mm-hmm.
People hated it.
Yeah.
I would get like
a trick scooter.
Yeah, like a trick scooter.
You can have one of those.
I was scootering to uni. And then scootering home. I was scootering around the place. People do not like scootering because it's too convenient.
Yeah.
It's literally too convenient. I'd pull up to like a lecture, flip the scooter up. What are we doing? People don't like it.
Yeah.
Because you can't, even the best skaters, I don't see them skating everywhere. And it's not as convenient as a scooter.
Is it like untrustworthy when you, like, it's like if you ask someone how they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, great.
Yeah.
It's like, what's
up?
What's going on?
Yeah,
with
what's
you?
really going on?
You gotta have some kind of darkness behind you, right? I mean, for a child, it's fine.
Yeah.
You should be at a certain age. You kind of have to, like, there are literally people that are, yeah, really good. How are you? And it's like,
what's going on? It's not. We all hate ourselves.
You're disturbed, aren't
I
you?
know. Like, life is horrible, and I think you have to kind of accept that.
Yeah.
You can't go around just having too much fun.
Yeah, you should be sad, kind of bury it just enough, and let it come out in, like, deeply ironic ways.
Unless, because I try to think, because I know, like, there's the idea of the person who's doing too well. I think they had to have a past, like a dark past, because I think the first person that comes to mind is Spanian. Spanian's released like 2 Instagram videos I saw where he was just talking about how cool it is to ride around on a bike.
How's he doing?
He's doing too well.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing with Spanian. I can't understand it. He like just gets to travel the world. He has like a restaurant. He just eats food. And that's like his life.
Yeah.
It's too perfect. And I'm surprised people aren't coming for his throat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Why did he go to jail?
Probably doing something crazy.
And then do you get to just...
Maybe if you spend time in jail, like I think he's the person people are like, okay, fine, you can do it. If Spanian was 21 years old doing what he does, he'd be murdered.
Right.
He would literally be murdered.
Yeah.
You can't have it all.
Yes.
The world doesn't want to get behind someone who seems to have it like too perfect. They like to know that Spanian had like a past where he was in prison because now he can live. Now he can ride around on his bike and talk about how cool it is to go from one spot to the other.
Yeah.
He's like, brother, I can't even like drive a car. This is too convenient.
I think Sabrina Carpenter came out and the world has kind of fixed itself. I'm working late because I'm a singer.
What is it? Is it mindless music?
I don't.
Is it just nice? Is it happy, clappy, like everything's going to be fine? And maybe we're on the verge of like an actual world war. And that's what it is. There's like the calm before the storm. This like Sabrina Carpenter. She has just the nice, just like the nicest songs. There's no real drama going on.
Yeah, like the two biggest things in the world, Sabrina Carpenter is just making nice music and Spaniards riding around on a bike.
You'd be like, how was life before World War III?
Yeah.
We watched this guy like ride around the city talking about how convenient and fun it was.
Yeah.
There's just the most beautiful, like, chill, happy songs. And then we're at war with China.
Have you seen her film clip?
No. Is it as happy as...
Yeah, it's just like perfect, happy.
Really?
And then there's the guy from Saltburn in it.
Oh, the main guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
And he's like a bad boy. He's getting arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we watch a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
We can see what's going on.
You can see what's going on.
We don't have to show anyone this or even like actually play the song because I don't know how the...
Oh, it might be
situation
another song.
is.
Please, please, please.
Oh, I love that song as well.
Yeah, she's the best.
Please, please, please. It's just such nice music. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, this is a live version. Gosh, 2 months ago, 100 million views. What's she in like a prison?
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's going to jail.
Is she good looking, Sabrina Carpenter? Is this guy good looking? They're both unattractive people who people are like faking or lying to themselves saying, yeah, they're attractive. These are like 2 sixes.
No, everyone's into rap boys now.
Yeah, it's rap boy. I don't know, but like Timothy Chalamet is hot. This guy isn't attractive. Legitimately. He looks like a... What's he look like? He looks like a 12-year-old Irish boy who like got it. He was a victim of an acid attack. He's not attractive.
Maybe you just don't have to be attractive anymore. Maybe this is it. Nothing's extremely good or bad. It's just weird.
She isn't attractive.
Everything's just kind of weird now. He's getting arrested again.
She just looks like a girl who'd be like Coogee Bay Hotel with like her friends.
Yes.
There's like 12 of them. You can't really tell them apart. She's just unattractive. She's a 6. And he's a 6.
Does that make people feel good? Is anyone actually fawning over Sabrina Carpenter? I never hear that.
Yeah, everyone's fawning over the... What's she called? What's her name? With the Tartars. Everyone's obsessed with her. What's her name?
Oh, yeah.
She like hosted SNL.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Is it Sydney Sweeney?
Is that who you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
think it's Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. She's great. She's like a 10.
Okay.
Let's be real. She's like a classic 10.
Right.
She is the same level as like Angelina Jolie. She's someone who should be like a singer. She should be in this music video, not Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter, she's like, I sung the song. I'm just going to stay back. I'm like, see ya. You don't have to see my face because I'm not that attractive. Yeah. Let's put Sydney Sweeney in the music video and let's put Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or the other guy from Saltburn. He's attractive. The Australian dude.
Is he Australian?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's attractive.
Damn. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There are attractive people out there, but I don't know. People are just kind of... I don't think people like attractive people anymore.
No, they're annoying.
They are annoying.
Get out of my face. And everyone's kind of just be in the middle.
Yeah. Literally. I don't think people like extremes anymore. They literally don't like extremes.
True. What's doing that?
It's like there was a dude. There was a dude in the swimming who like won every single race, like as much as Michael Phelps. No one cares. No one likes it. He like got out of the pool, was like celebrating. He won by like a lap.
Mm-hmm.
Then he won like 4 other things. It was like the most unbelievable feat like ever at the Olympics. No one cares.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then people are obsessed with ray gun. Maybe they're more they want to like hate still. I think.
Yeah.
Because that's going out of control.
Someone's argument at work about ray gun.
Yeah.
Was like, oh well, she's better at dancing than you.
Yeah. And that's great. That's how
So,
I want it to be.
Is that the requirement? Is that the bottom line requirement? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not watching the Olympics if there's someone slightly faster than me. You know?
Yeah, what about if it was like a guy like had the Guinness World Record for like juggling? He can't do 3 balls, but he can do 2 pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I can kind of do that, but not
Yeah.
as fast as him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I could if I worked hard.
Yeah.
But I saw something saying there was a great article. I think it was by some Australian publication saying not everyone's goal is to win gold at the Olympics, which was great. It was just a great article, and it was in reference to ray gun
Yeah.
because that just hasn't gone away.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's 2 weeks afterwards, we're still like obsessing over her.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking if she was publicly executed, there would be a majority of people who'd be like, yeah, that was deserved. She would have been executed like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Easily. Bringing shame to a nation.
I was talking to my dad about like getting, you know, like if you have one viral moment now, you can kind of make it.
Yes.
And my dad was trying to tell me that he's like, you remember Charlie bit my finger?
Yes.
And it's crazy that you mentioned this
Yeah, I
before.
brought that up earlier. That's
He
funny.
goes, you know, Charlie bit my finger. And he's like, Charlie owns a yacht now. And I was like, that's funny. He's like, Google it. I was like, where did you stumble across this, man?
That's a great Facebook article as well.
Yeah.
Be like, she owns a yacht.
Yeah.
How? From the
Charlie,
money?
the boy.
Oh, it was a boy.
Charlie bit my finger, yeah.
Oh, it was a boy. What did he do? Did he
He
take
bit his
advantage?
finger. Oh, how did he get the money?
Yeah, how
I
did
don't
he-
know. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to ask my dad. He was like, he does.
Yeah.
My dad does just hit me with things like that.
He owns a yacht now.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Playboy? Where's your yacht?
Yeah, I get him in trouble for asking him to back shit up.
Oh, true. It's not fun.
Yeah, you just
It's
want to
literally
say
not
things.
fun. I love just
Imagine
throwing stuff
working
out
your whole
there.
life to have your kid that went to college
Yeah.
ask you facts about something. It's like, I provided for you. You're
Yeah.
doing great. I would, yeah. You shouldn't have to give facts once you're an adult.
100%. Especially like to your kids.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm your father. That's why. Literally, that's why.
Yeah, why did he get paid enough to have a yacht? I'm your father, that's why. The world is a little bit more fun.
Is it fun? We're going into like a fun era now. Because there's this whole post-COVID thing. Because do you know that funny meme that keeps on popping up? And I wanted to post it. I literally wanted to do my own edit where it's like, it'll show like 2024 or 2023. And then like a guy who kind of looks traumatized and it's like March 2019. Like his mind's still there.
Yeah.
That meme. I wanted
Yeah.
to post that in
Yeah.
like 2025.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense anymore.
Right,
It's
right.
like, dude, come on. It's been 5 years.
Right.
It's literally been 5 years. You can't be caught up in COVID anymore. I think that meme ended in 2023
Yeah.
because we've moved on. It's happened. People aren't like obsessing over it anymore. I assume people have money now. And people seem to be doing okay.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm struggling.
Mhm.
Everyone kind of talks about there's still a struggle going on, but I don't think people are obsessing over it at all.
Apparently, Cadbury, all the Cadbury chocolates are going up in price.
You're right, yeah.
And this is what they're saying about everything. Like, all food is going up. The packaging is getting smaller and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they're saying.
Because I don't know, I'm not going to lie. I'm obsessed with this app, this Eat Club app.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know how that's...
It's like, I don't know how it's making sense, but
Yeah.
that has resulted in me... That feels like a cheat code. I'm like going out for breakfast and it's like 50% off. I'm having like $60 breakfasts every single day. Like I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
They're bringing all this food to me and it feels wrong.
Yeah.
Like a huge platter of pancakes, a big breakfast, a large iced coffee, and maybe like a side of like some smoked salmon. It feels wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm taking advantage of you. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
And maybe there are certain things like that that are going on. I don't think Uber Eats works anymore. I think you have to pay too much. It doesn't really make sense.
Right.
Maybe there are, I don't even know. There are ways to get more bang for your buck. There are ways to like cheat the system. I came up with I think maybe I've mentioned it before, a new prank to make your fruits or vegetables cheaper at Woolworths or Coles.
Yeah.
What you do, let's say you're getting apples, right? You've got like 6 apples. And it's like, okay, apples, I'm putting them up to weigh. You put 2, then you go to your bag and get the rest of the 4. It's weighed the first 2. By the time you put the rest of the 4 on, it's like, let's say $2. And then you've put the 4 on. As that 2 things come up, it stopped weighing it. Then you put the 6 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Right.
Bananas. Okay, I got 3 stacks of bananas. Okay, I put my bananas on. It's weighed them. Here's the rest.
Yeah.
And then you put it all in the bag.
But here's the problem. We can't buy expensive. We can't do that with like a Ferrari.
I know you can't.
You can't do that with a
You
car.
can't do that with a car or a Ferrari or anything like worthwhile.
Yeah.
But with your vegetables, stuff does add up. It's a nice little hack. Just throwing it out there for
Yeah,
me.
it's great. Yeah.
It's another little shopping center hack.
Yeah. I like complaining about money. I had to have takeout every single meal.
It's crazy. I haven't cooked in months.
Yeah.
Like legitimately months.
Yeah.
Because it seems like just such a waste of time nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of just time, I can't afford to cook.
Yeah.
I think cooking's a luxury. People are like, oh, I'm making all my meals at home. It's like, I wish I could do that.
Right.
I have to work.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to hit them back. But how about you budget by like cooking instead of eating out? I'd be like, oh, I wish I had that luxury,
Yeah.
but I have to work. I don't have time.
We've done this before.
We have. But flipping that on people,
Yeah.
I think now you have to almost live a luxurious life in order to save money. Legitimately. Because you can't afford vegetables if you're paying for it correctly. You can't afford to buy ingredients and stuff like that. It's actually cheaper to eat out and live a lavish life, weirdly.
Yeah, I think there was that guy doing like the videos like that. It's so funny. I think it's like people just don't have like influencers and stuff. There's no angle anymore.
Yeah.
Just like that. And he's got like the black and white video with like the motivational stuff. And he's talking about like you're still waking up at 5 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's quicker for you to order your food and then to walk around and eat it on the go or something than the time it would take to make it.
Yeah.
There's not, what even is there's no message or there's too much conflicting information.
That's true. Yeah, it's gotten to that point now.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of rewrite everything that's going on.
Yes.
You literally can. There is no right way or like wrong way to do things. All these self-help people are all in jail for like fraud.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
That whole drop shipping thing, they're all going to be in prison.
What? Is this a thing?
It seems to be illegal.
Right.
I think they're all slowly facing like lawsuits. I don't know. I'm making this up.
It's so funny as well.
Right.
Like anything you can Google to get information about stock market or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything that's available to everyone.
Yes.
It's not valuable.
Yeah. Completely.
Yeah. It's like if like the Barefoot Investor
Yeah.
puts out this book, 10 million people buy it. And it's like, great. Now none of us can invest in anything. Just doesn't work like that. It's like, oh, here's some advice. Save up. Purchase your first property.
It's great.
Sweet. I'll do that. And you tell 10 friends and like, yeah, we're all doing that too.
Mm.
It just doesn't.
And now you can't? What are you thinking, like, if everyone does it, no one can do it?
Yeah.
Or is everyone going to do it? Or it's just like, it's too simple, it's too easy.
Mm.
It's too annoying. All these self-help people are like, get to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it doesn't really add up.
Do you ever, see a problem in your life? I'm like, I'm going to cut that out.
Right.
And then you just don't cut it out and your life just gets better. And you're like, okay,
Oh, interesting.
I do that constantly. I'll think about
Interesting.
something and I'm like, this is the problem in my life.
Yeah.
And then I don't change that. And then I just feel better. You know? Actually, a big thing, like, it's sunny now in Sydney.
It's hot.
It's hot. And I'm just happy. I'm just walking around happy all the time.
Yeah.
I've changed nothing. I've just let the world kind of...
the world's just kind of gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even... Because it is terrifying. It's this reality that the year is ending. And it's funny. You have this, like, fear of, like, dang, I got to get it together before the year ends. And now it's like it is kind of too late.
Yeah.
You've had your time. And then it's just going to be next year.
You know what's a terrifying thing? A 50-year-old making New Year's resolutions.
Yeah. It's really scary. It's a scary reality.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is it even worth... Maybe that's just all a thing of the past.
Mm-hmm.
I think the real winning or the real winners are the people that, let's say, play video games and are 54. Is that the better life to have? To be completely free and not have any friends and just do whatever you want to do?
I think you see people with a family, like a young family.
Yes.
Hanging out in that environment. Like, I can hang out with my sister's family.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, everything's sweet. This is easy.
Is that how you're meant to do it? You're just meant to have a family.
Maybe.
You're meant to actually... Yeah,
you don't, not necessarily, but just to even observe that.
Yeah.
And you just go, damn, life's pretty chill.
But I think it's kind of like being in a prison.
Yeah.
But like having the silk handcuffs or something like that. I think that is actually the answer. What's been happening for forever. I don't think you can be the 55-year-old Japanese guy who lives in your room and plays video games, or the dude who just like is in a camper van and just travels the world. Or even, I guess Spanion's doing it right because he has a family. I think you need to have a family.
Maybe.
We're kind of coming to that realization to just...
Or just be sad.
Should you
just be a weirdo?
Is it nice to just be sad? Or is it... What would you rather? Would you kind of rather... Yeah.
I've been hanging out with English dudes.
What are they doing?
They're drinking beer and complaining.
Interesting.
And they just get on with shit.
Do you need to have something to complain about? Is that a necessity in life?
It's there. It's out there. Just work hard, complain about it, and have a beer.
That's the way to live.
And what's scary as well, because you and I have talked about this, but I guess like my heritage is from there. But it just made sense seeing their way of life. Like their demeanor and everything is just like not smiling and sunny personality. It's just kind of like dreary a little bit.
True.
Funny, we'll have a laugh. Good sense of humor, but just...
Everything's a bit tough.
Yeah.
You're living a hard life.
Yeah.
I don't think you can live an easy life.
Right.
I don't think that's the answer. I think that's like the worst hell.
Though.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm literally thinking that.
You could probably do it.
I'm living a very nice life right now, and I think I'm looking for ways to make it more challenging because it seems too convenient. Everything just seems too perfect.
Right.
It's almost like I need to start a family or I need to do something to kind of make it less fun.
Yeah.
Or less freedom. I think I have too much freedom in my life.
Oh, really?
And I don't know if it's a good thing. I literally don't know if it's a good thing. Because being a single person, I don't know if I think it's like too perfect. You can kind of do anything. I'm basically the Japanese dude.
Yeah.
I can get that blue eyes white dragon. That's why I hate it so much.
Yes.
Because I could go get it. If you had a girlfriend, it's like, no, that's not going down there. No, you're returning that.
Maybe this is why, like forests, like in Australia, naturally will burn down.
Yes.
Because it's necessary for like the growth and everything.
Yeah.
And then they grow back.
Yes.
Maybe this is why we war amongst people.
Oh. True.
Maybe it's meant to keep everyone kind of on their toes.
You have to be on your toes. If things get a little bit too nice, like I've been noticing, just my life is just, I have too much time. I can kind of do whatever I want, and it's kind of bad in a way.
Yeah. It's
kind of bad.
I have nightmares constantly, like about nukes and shit.
Really?
Yeah, like bad ones.
Dang.
Like I'm like in an apartment, everything's fine. Like or go like hanging out somewhere, like in the CBD.
Yeah.
Or like looking at the opera house or something. And then you just see everyone and go, "Whoa!" And you like look above, and there's just like a missile just goes,
Gosh.
hit something white.
We're due for something like that. We kind of are.
What's scary is like I have this stuff and I know nothing about what's going on.
Yeah, that is scary. That's where I feel like it is a Sabrina Carpenter thing.
Yeah.
Where there's something in the air.
Yeah.
There's legitimately something in the air right now that we're about to go into something terrifying.
Do you believe that?
I think so.
Or do you think it's just in the air? Do you have reason to believe that? Or
I think so. I don't know. If you just look at the geopolitics of the world, it's all pointing towards that. Every single expert is like, we've never been so close. We've never been so close. We're on the brink of a world war that everyone's going to kind of be involved in. There's been a peace in the world for a little bit too long. We're due for something crazy. There's just, the signs are there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we're saying all this and there's legitimate peace in the world. I think something's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to Please, Please, Please.
Yeah.
Not some egghead.
Yeah. I know, and I think that is the life beforehand. Things get very good.
Sabrina Carpenter. Jesus was a carpenter.
I was reading
And
about, yeah.
He was white, like Sabrina Carpenter. Had blue eyes. And like Sabrina Carpenter had a weird Irish boyfriend.
It's yeah, true. I think I was looking into what was it, like the worst year to be alive? It was like 536 AD or something. And I think there was like a volcanic eruption and the sun just went out for a few years. Legitimately.
Yeah.
Just the sun was gone, I think.
Really?
I think 5 years. I think that's where the Dark Ages came from.
Because it was dark out.
Yeah, there was a legitimate period of darkness worldwide.
Yeah.
Worldwide. I'm not sure if it was for 1 year or 5 years or 3 years or something like that, but just a crazy amount of people died, and there was just darkness and kind of ash for at least a year.
Around the world?
Around the world.
Because a
All over the
volcano
world.
went off.
Yeah, because some volcano went off.
Yeah.
Like, just some freak event happened.
Mm.
And then there was like a darkness. We haven't had any of that for a while.
Yeah.
I think there may be something like that, but that was because I think people, all the crops died. People getting like crazy illnesses from not having like vitamin D, and just I think a huge population of the world died during this period.
Right.
And we're not going to look it up to fact check. You just got to take my word for it. And I don't know what was it like 536? I'm going to, if I remember, 536? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where was it? 536. Yeah, there it is. In the video I watched, was the worst year to be alive. So what was it? Yeah, there was a volcanic winter of 536. There was an eruption early in the year, causing the average temperatures in Europe and China to decline and resulting in crop failures and famine for well over a year.
Damn.
We haven't had anything like that happen. There may be something like that looming.
It's probably so like hacky to get into, but even in our lifetime, like the idea of a phone and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I need it. And then being without my phone or like looking at it for like 2 hours,
Yeah.
I feel like connected to Earth.
True.
Just such a short amount of time.
True.
Like, damn, I feel so healthy.
It is scary.
Yeah.
I think people who kind of go hiking, they're the outdoorsy people. I know naturally I look at them with disdain. I hate the idea of being in the outdoors
Yeah.
until I just do it.
Yeah.
And it's the best feeling on earth. So fresh.
Yeah.
So fresh. And it's just like, this is what life's kind of all about.
They're saying people's like hands, I think it's It's like a trend or something.
Yeah.
It's like phone hand. People's
Really?
pinkies are getting messed up from like supporting their phone as they hold it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on? Is it a good or bad? Are we having more power in the pinky?
No,
It's going off to the side.
I think it's like, going to the side or something.
Oh, that is pretty creepy. That is cool. I'm kind of looking at my hand naturally. The pinky just starts to go out. It's kind of like a... That's crazy. That's so creepy. Wow. Yeah, that's intense. I don't know what that means or what that's going to turn into. Because it is funny just the way people are going to evolve to just suit the times. Are we just going to be like more hunch? Are we going to kind of be like, was it like a Pokemon or anything that could kind of roll? Are we going to be more kind of round characters and have these like sharp rounded backs? It would look badass. I'm pretty sure.
Mention Pokemon.
I'm pretty sure there was a Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there was
Sandrew. You're talking about Sandrew.
I'm talking about the green one.
Oh,
Was there there was a green one who kind of looked like he had a hunch in his back and he looked powerful. Maybe, or am I thinking about Sanju?
Sandrew.
Sanjune, is that his name? What's his
Something
name?
like Sanchu.
Sanchu. Yeah, people are going to be kind of more badass looking because we're going to have a hunch.
Yeah.
We're going to be a little bit more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
And just probably going to be more sedentary people as well.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that's something I'm very scared for, when being kind of muscular and powerful is no longer like a desirable trait.
Yeah, it's going to suck for guys like us.
Yeah, legitimately.
And when they don't need guys that are like cool, smart alphas anymore, it's going to suck for us.
It's going to be nuts. And when like penis length, do you know what I mean? Like us 9+ers.
Yeah. When they don't need 9+ers anymore, it's going to suck for us.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
The world is going to be, or the desirable people are going to be, I don't know, just, you'd have like better usage of your hands. That's going to be something that people will like prioritize. It's like this guy's good with his hands. Being good at video games and having like really quick eyes, I think is going to be a really desirable trait. To be able to, actually we are going to be good. To be able to talk on a microphone is going to be really important.
Yeah.
Being able to like commentate, provide commentary to video games, and to stream. Because streaming is going to be one of the most desirable traits in the world as well.
Yes.
That's going to become more and more important.
I met a guy that was like an AI guy who's working on drone software.
Yeah.
For them to be able to pick up a noise and to process what that noise is, whether that's like a thing.
Right.
But it was kind of scary because it's like, what could you be using that for, man? Do you know what I mean? Someone just telling you, someone like, yeah, so do this.
He's working on that, yeah.
It's like a friend told me one time, like he's from farms.
Yeah.
And I don't know him that well, but he was telling me about like shooting dogs on his farm.
Dang. Yeah.
And like the blasé way someone tells you something like that, and you're like,
You're shooting dogs or shooting like dingoes?
dogs.
What, stray
Like
dogs?
neighbors' dogs and shit like that.
Why?
Because if they come on your property, then they can like spook your sheep.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think that's just like living a real life though. Being a badass, living like a real ass life, I think results in things like that. You just got to shoot a few dogs every now and then.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. Like I was obsessing over that dude who got killed today, by the sounds of it, the Angel of Death.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how you have to live.
Yeah.
That's legitimately, I think, how we have to live.
You gotta
kill people.
Yeah.
You have to kind of be involved in crime.
Yes.
I think you have to have respect and literally like provide like genuine fear to people. People have to be like legitimately scared to be around you.
Yeah.
They have to know that you've killed before. I think that's as good as it gets. I think that's better than fame.
Yeah.
That's better than being rich.
Yeah.
Being around like a stone cold killer.
This is why Jay-Z's like the best man on earth.
%. He's kind of got it all.
Yeah.
He's rich, he's famous, and he's killed people.
But he also does.
Or has he killed people? I don't think he's actually killed people. That's the thing. There are a lot of people out there that are lying about killing people, and you can kind of tell. You can usually look in someone's eyes and be like, oh, he's probably killed someone.
Is King Von dead?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
damn.
the thing. People who are real all die before they're 30. If you're older than 30, you haven't sadly lived a real life.
Yeah.
Literally. You have to have been, I guess Jesus died at 33. That was old. There's a 27 club. There's a before 30 thing. There's been the idea because the realest people die at 30.
Yeah.
Lord, you cannot live till 40.
Do you reckon Jesus murked anyone? Oh, no, it was against the...
He's probably killing people.
No, he's Jay. Jays weren't killing people.
I think they were.
What? Really?
He probably killed some people.
Oh,
But he
okay.
said not to kill. I don't know. I have a feeling he was probably killing some people.
He wanted to be the only one killing people.
He didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
What did he say? Oh, he's like, I think he was saying that he never sinned. I was looking into that. He was a perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
No one else is perfect apart from me.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy claim. You're just looking for this dude to slip up and he doesn't.
Yeah.
That'd be a terrifying reality.
Or is it just not that hard? I think people make a big deal. Maybe it's just not that hard to not sin.
Yeah, I
Decide
think
not to sin.
Yeah, I think if you try not to sin and you tell everyone about it, you'd probably end up getting killed, sadly. That's being too powerful as well. Not sinning, being a perfect human.
Because we had a look at the sins or the commandments or whatever.
Yeah, we looked at all of them. It'd be a good life to live. I think it would be like an honorable life. And I think you'd get a lot of followers.
Have you seen the movie Devil All the Time?
No.
God, it's good.
What is it? Who's...
Oh, there's a guy in it, and he thinks the Lord has spoke to him.
Yeah.
So he murders his wife, and he's like, and with this, I will resurrect you. And she's just dead.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I'm annoyed that we haven't had any more religions pop up.
Uh-huh.
We need to have some more...
I think we've got enough. I think we've kind of got our hands full, actually.
I don't think we have enough.
Right.
There's like 4 big boys. We need a new big boy.
There's too many big boys in the yard.
I don't think there are enough big boys in the yard. I think there are like so little that you can probably only name 4. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism. That's all there really is that are popular.
Oh, yeah.
We need to bring some more in. We need to have like a new Christ-like figure. We need to have someone shake up the reality a little bit now.
Yeah.
Because I was looking into just the history of the world, and I think they're saying like humans have been around for, or some form of human been around for like at least 2 million years.
No.
Yeah.
Not true.
2 million years.
Fake news.
That's the stuff I'm looking into.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
But the Earth has only been around for like 5,000 years.
It's crazy the stuff I'm uncovering.
Yeah.
That it literally is, we're 2 million years old. Different forms of homos, pause.
Yeah.
I think the Homo sapiens, there's a case that they're only 50,000 years old. I don't know. It's between 50 or 300,000 years old, Homo sapiens. But there's been different homos. There are a bunch of
a bunch of homos walking around.
A bunch of homos have been here for 2 million years.
Yeah.
We've had homos all over the place, and these homos have been traveling the world.
Yeah. Were the homos like breeding with each other, or
homos have just been doing everything we've been doing. The history of the world are only the Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
But there've been a bunch of other homos. But there were like homos going to Australia, homos going around Asia.
Yeah.
Homos have been around for a while.
Yeah.
And they've been doing stuff as well.
Yeah.
They've been doing a crazy amount of things.
Yeah.
And I think just the way we've been looking at the world has been very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just when you consider we've been around for 2 million years, all us homos, it makes your perspective a little bit different. Right. It's like maybe this isn't it. Maybe there needs to be more religions. Maybe there needs to be more things that kind of shake things up a little bit more.
Do you think there was a time where homos were like living in trees?
That'd be cool.
There's homos in trees, homos underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homos just like to dance and have a good time. Homos have probably been dancing for a while. And then when you think about 2 million years, imagine what these homos were doing. Do you know what I mean? They just would have been an insane amount of things going on.
Yeah.
And this is like, there've been ice ages and things like this, but they're saying the different homos survived these times and adapted and were living throughout all these periods. It's what I'm starting to figure out.
No, it's not enough challenge.
And I think just...
Because now every homo can listen to Sabrina Piper or Sabrina, what's her name? Carpenter.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think we just have to realize we need to be a little bit more badass about things. We need to kind of go for the core.
The homos need to be more badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us homos need to know we're not the only homos that have been around here. We're literally following the footsteps of billions, I'd say, of other homos. Oh no, trillions, or even more than that. I can't even think of the number. But we need to start going for Jesus' neck.
There was probably only because I think it went up substantially recently, like billions of people.
As we know,
I think in the past there weren't that many homos.
I think there are a bunch of homos.
I think at a time there was probably like 100,000 homos on Earth.
I would say at a time there were probably billions of homos. And there may have been a society that was shut down, let's say.
Like
because of
Babylonian stuff.
I'm talking.
Cemetery.
Oh, I'm going even further back.
There was homos that long ago.
Homos that long ago. I'm talking about homos.
Yeah.
Not Homo sapiens.
Yeah. You're talking about homos like in the broad sense.
In the broad sense.
Yeah.
And I think there's there's a name for all the different homos, and I didn't realize that. I think
I've heard that word before.
I also saw that all of us homos, the homos that are alive today, different to the other homos that have been around for millions of years, but the homos that are alive today, I think it tracks back 70,000 years, all go back to one woman who they call mitochondrial Eve.
What?
Yeah, one woman. Every Homo sapien on Earth has the exact same. All have the this trait, or share the same DNA as this one woman, who existed, I think, in East Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I think near Mount Kilimanjaro. They're saying this lady, this mitochondrial Eve, existed, and everyone shares that DNA. So we all come from this same woman.
But how?
Single woman.
Because
this is the whole thing with the homos. I think she was the mother of the Homo sapiens.
Oh.
There were a bunch of homos in Africa.
Yeah.
For such a homophobic place, in a broad sense, there were a bunch of homos in Africa.
Yeah,
that's where all the homos were.
Yeah,
and they split and started traveling the world.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to Europe. They were going around Asia. They were going around Australia.
Yeah,
I saw a crazy thing saying that Indigenous Australians have only been there for 5,000 years.
I've heard the opposite.
I know, and I'd always heard the opposite. But there's a new trend saying that I think they had traits of different homos from Asia.
What?
And they were like, how do they have this
the Australian
trait?
Homos
the Australian
traits from Asian homos.
they had Asian homos.
Yeah,
and they're like, how's that possible if they've been here?
Yeah,
and I think they're saying that the Indigenous Australians had only come over within, and again, homos have been around Australia.
Yeah.
People had been, I think Homo sapiens had been around Australia a bunch. There'd been stuff going on here.
Yeah.
And the Indigenous people had come from, I think they were saying, where was it? I don't know if it was like Papua New Guinea or further, into Asia, and had come over.
Mm-hmm.
And only recently. I don't know. My mind's kind of been getting blown lately.
How many homos do you think they fit on that boat?
I don't think the homos were on a boat. I think they
flew
walked over.
They walked over?
Walked over.
Are you talking about Pangea?
I think so. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Apparently, the world, people were just walking places. There wasn't as much water. Everything was kind of connected. And that's when all the homos were just able to walk all over the place. You know, homos like walking because it was like a possibility.
Yeah.
They were able to just okay, we're in Africa right now. this group of homos are going to all go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were saying there's proof of intelligent homos who were like living in Japan. I think they were saying 70,000 years ago.
Right.
Like the world is so much older than people realize. And I think there's proof. Oh yeah, there was a recent discovery in 2017 in Morocco. There were some miners. And I'm not talking about I don't know, there's insert a funny joke there.
Yeah.
They're not talking about the ones that tried to ruin my life. Me giving them, I don't know, there's something. But there were some miners discovered in a hole in Morocco, and their remains or their bones trace back to 200,000 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think they shared the same DNA as Homo sapiens. So that was a case that Homo sapiens could even be 200,000 years old.
Right.
And all this stuff's just kind of getting uncovered of how old and how long people have actually been around for.
You don't think, because they need to, this is like science, they have to justify their research.
And this is all scientifically proven.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you need grants.
What do you mean?
You need grants in science.
Oh, to
Been working on
go
other stuff.
further into
So
things, yeah.
People will like subsidize
Interesting.
studying something
Yeah.
by having pop science.
Yes.
It's very popular. And I mean, it's the same way like the music industry works or whatever.
Gosh,
Like
that's
you can have
interesting.
big pop artists or whatever that you push
Yeah.
in your label, and that supports like the other 90% of artists that you have on your label or something like that.
Yes.
And
So
yeah, I
people
think
just
there's a
haven't
lot
been
of-
interested in that or certain things?
Well, there's a big people push back on what's it called?
Archaeology.
Archaeology in a
Yeah.
big way, because doing stuff like that, putting stuff in a museum or like testing it or whatever, this is like pop psychology.
Yeah.
It's like pop science, sorry. Potentially. I mean, I haven't read what you're reading, but this is what
Right.
people say.
Right.
I'm gonna uncover this stuff, and then this is this old. You have to give me more money, so I get paid a salary. My team gets paid a salary, and we can keep searching for stuff.
Yes.
Like ancient Egypt stuff.
Feel like I wish I could look more into that, but I can only get there in a Ferrari. So
yeah,
unless
exactly.
you're gonna make that happen, so we're not giving you a Ferrari. You can
Oh.
get there.
I guess we'll never know where all these homos came from. I guess we'll never know where everything came from.
What were you saying about the? That is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's literally crazy.
Yeah, and then this is everything. Cancer research, like everything.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I think there was something about there was a dude who was working on I don't know if I misread this as well. A dude who was working on like a big prominent figure in a cancer cure company or something like that had his website crashed by AI. AI like went to attack his website. This person working on a cure for cancer.
Yeah.
Or one of the most prominent people.
ha. Take that, homos.
But it is very, very scary just what they or what's best for the world. I don't think people should know too much.
Mhm.
Legitimately. I don't think that's good. I think religion is used to kind of have people kind of just in place a little bit. I think without religion, you actually will have just like anarchy. You'll have too many people questioning things, and I think we'll go back to a very primal state of I've figured out the answer of things, and it's these people who are the enemy. And I think you'd have just like a rise in a lot of radical groups, more than exist today within like religions. I think you would have kind of these lone soldiers and a lot of these cult leaders pop up. I think if you had just like widespread paganism,
Yeah.
it would be chaos.
Yeah.
You needed to install like these major Abrahamic religions to keep people in line. And I
True.
think they've probably been in place every few thousand years when people start to get a bit crazy. Because I think it's going to fall
We got
soon.
nukes now, though. That's the problem.
Got nukes.
They
But
didn't have that-
we've probably had nukes as well in the past.
You think it repeats like that?
100%.
Like
If you look
that,
at
like that.
Oh, you think a repeat like that? My brother had a crazy, a bit of a Terrence Howard discovery where you just look at like the world and just these areas that don't really have much grass. That's an area where a nuke went off back in the day. That's why this isn't that grassy, because a nuke went off and destroyed this whole area. You have some areas that still have like a lot of grass, a lot of trees. Nukes didn't go off there.
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon nuke went off. If you look, I think just in the Middle East as well, there's really not that much grass, because that's where a lot of nukes had been going off the last few, probably tens or hundreds of thousands of years. That seemed to be like a cradle for civilization over and over and over again, where it makes sense because it's like the middle of the world.
Yeah.
This is where we've had nukes. Civilizations came up, bam, nukes.
It would require people getting so dumb. If they were communicating already,
Yeah.
if they were communicating in such a way, we would have been able to retain records orally.
I would.
Pause.
Yeah.
If you had to retain those records orally and pass them
Yeah.
down through generations and stuff.
So many of the cultures. I think most of African cultures, like, and I heard like Irish culture was just all oral pause. There was no written language. But then I think things can just blow up.
It's just like this Irish guy, like, oh no, we've been seeing nukes for tens of thousands of years.
I was sort of want to call it
Shut up.
Shut up, Seamus. You don't know anything about the nukes. I know.
Nobody wants to listen to old Seamus.
You know they're coming around soon again.
Oh, I did see the aliens. Yeah, they popped over right down there. Going like Canadian or
I
something.
know. That's the scary thing about Irish.
Yeah.
It falls into Canadian so quick.
Should we wrap it there?
Should we wrap it there? Anything else to expand on? I guess just to wrap things up.
Sabrina Carpenter's new single is out now.
It is out right now.
So everyone go purchase that.
Yeah. And I think we're
on
in
iTunes.
Yeah, on iTunes.
Go buy the CD.
Go buy the CD. Download it as your ringtone. Yeah, because the world's probably going to end soon. Another nuke's going to go off
Yeah.
by some other homos. They're going to come back. The return of the different homos. That'd be a crazy one.
We're back.
Like a loudspeaker, just go over the entire universe.
Yeah.
We're back.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bam, bam. Everyone just explodes. Bam, bam. This one big heel comes down. But yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yo.